still on the hook there by the back door painted blue. One sleeve turned a little sideways, like it's waiting there for you. There's a grocery list beside it, bread and milk and something sweet, and a muddy pair of work boots where the hallway shadows meet. I keep saying I should move it, put the old days in a box, but every time I reach to take it, something in me softly stops. Her coat's still on the hook there, catching sunlight every noon, holding dust along the shoulders, holding one last trace of June. I don't talk to it for comfort, I don't ask where she has gone, but her coat's still on the hook there, makes this old house feel less alone. Saturday the rain came easy, tapped a rhythm on the roof. I made eggs and burned the bacon like I always used to do. Mr. Hayes came by for coffee, said the town had changed again. I just smiled and watched the steam rise from the cup between my hands. Some folks say you keep on moving, never turn and never stay, but a heart can still go forward with a little memory there. Her coat's still on the hook there, catching sunlight every noon, holding dust along the shoulders, holding one last trace of June. I don't talk to it for comfort, I don't ask where she has gone, but her coat's still on the hook there, makes this old house feel less alone. Maybe one day I will fold it, lay it gently in a drawer. Maybe one day I won't notice when I walk in through that door. But tonight the wind is restless and the hallway light burns low, so I leave one small thing hanging from a life I used to know. Her coat's still on the hook there, morning shining through the room. No, it doesn't bring her back here, no, it doesn't change the truth, but I'm learning love can linger without keeping someone gone. And her coat's still on the hook there, doesn't mean I can't move on. Her coat's still on the hook there, while the early daylight grows, some things stay a little long. when the heart learns to let go. Two chairs behind the storehouse, with the delivery trucks rolling. One was cracked across the middle, one was rusted at the rim. Old Joe sat there every Tuesday with a paper in his hand. Said the world was moving faster than a working man could stand. I would bring a cup of coffee, he would lean back in the shade, and we'd talk about the small things that the years had carried away. Two chairs behind the stove, when nobody kept the time. We watched the afternoon go drifting past the loading dock in Pines. We weren't rich and we weren't famous, we had nowhere else to be. Just two chairs behind the stove, and a little room to breathe. Joe would talk about his daughter living somewhere near the coast. Said he called her every Sunday, but she always sounded rushed. I'd tell him about my brother and the fence we never fixed. Then we laugh about our younger days and all the chances that we missed. There was wisdom in the silence, there was mercy in the shade. Sometimes friendship is just staying when there's nothing left to say. Two chairs behind the store, where nobody kept the time. We watched the afternoon go drifting past the loading dock in Pines. We weren't rich and we weren't famous, we had nowhere else to be. Just two chairs behind the store, and a little room to breathe. Then one Tuesday Joe was missing, and his chair stayed empty there. I kept looking toward the back door, like he might come through somewhere. Mr. Collins said it softly, Joe had passed the night before, and the whole wide world felt quieter behind that little store. Two chairs behind the store, now one gathers rain and leaves. I still sit there some late afternoons with my coffee on my knee. We weren't rich and we weren't famous, but he gave this life to me. And two chairs behind the store, oh, there was all the world could be. Two chairs behind the storehouse, one still waiting in the shade. Some folks leave without a warning, but the place they held remains. Found a receipt in my glove box from a diner off Route 9. 2 black coffees, eggs and biscuits, dated back to summertime. There was ketchup on the corner and your number underneath. You had written, "Don't forget me," like forgetting came that easy. I sat there with the engine running while the evening traffic rolled. Funny what a piece of paper can remember when you don't. There's a receipt in my glove box from a day I thought was small. Just a table by the window, just your shadow on the wall. We were counting out the change there, we were laughing at the rain. Now a receipt in my glove box brings it all back home again. You were wearing faded blue jeans, I had grease beneath my nails. You said maybe we should leave town, take the highway past the rails. Was due on Monday and my truck was running rough, so we stayed and split a piece of pie and called that night enough. We kept waiting for the good days, like they live somewhere ahead. Never knew the ones we wanted were the ones we already had. There's a receipt in my glove box from a day I thought was small. Just a table by the window, just your shadow on the wall. Drawing circles in the steam, and the waitress stacking coffee cups behind that old machine. There's a receipt in my glove box, yellowed softly at the fold, from a night we had so little, somehow still had gold. We were counting out the change there, while the rain ran down the pane. Had a receipt in my glove box. Brings your laughter back again. Found a receipt in my glove box. Turned it over in my hand. Some days look like nothing till they're all you understand. Before the whistle on a Wednesday late in May, folded up his blue work jacket, put his safety glasses away. 30 years beside that furnace, same old locker, same old floor. And then he shook the foreman's right hand and walked out the side door. Nobody knew what words to give him, so they nodded one by one. There are goodbyes made of silence when a working life is done. He left before the whistle, before the whole day turned around, before the boots filled up the hallway, before the gates let everybody out. No parade, no big speeches, just the evening settling still. He left before the whistle, and the whistle sounded different after him. His name was carved inside the break room, near a calendar from '92. He could fix a stubborn motor with a wrench and wire or two. Kept a picture of his children in the pocket near his heart. Said he missed too many birthdays, trying hard to do his part. He had given half a lifetime to the smoke and sparks and steel. Funny how the strongest people never say how tired they feel. He left before the whistle, before the whole day turned around, before the boots filled up the hallway, before the gates let everybody out. No parade, no big speeches, just the evening settling still. He left before the whistle, and the whistle sounded different after him. 6 months later, I drove past it, saw him washing his old truck, grandson laughing in never did inside. Maybe some men spend a lifetime learning when to step outside. He left before the whistle, before the shadows crossed the wall, before another shift was ending, before the night crew heard the call. No parade and no big speeches, but I think about him still. He left before the whistle and found a life beyond that meal. He left before the whistle, with the daylight on his face. Sometimes walking out a side door is how a man finds his place. My mother kept the radio on. My mother kept the radio on, from the breakfast hour till noon. Little songs above the dishes, filling up that narrow room. She would sweep beneath the table, hum a line she barely knew, while the sunlight crossed the curtains and the coffee slowly brewed. I was always in a hurry, with one foot outside the door. Never knew those little mornings would be what I missed the most. My mother kept the radio on, even when nobody sang. Through the bills and through the bad news, through the years of little change, she said silence makes a hard day feel a little twice as long. So my mother kept the radio. My mother kept the radio on. There were winters when the heater couldn't warm the hallway floor. There were envelopes unopened in a drawer beside the stove. Still she danced while making supper, with a wooden spoon in hand, turning 3 cans and some leftovers into more than we had planned. I thought strength was something louder, something hard and made of stone. Now I know it sounded softer, like a song inside a home. My mother kept the radio on, even when nobody sang. Through the bills and through the bad news, through the years of little change, she said silence makes a hard day feel a little twice as long. I was packing up the room, found that little plastic radio, faded yellow by the tune. I turned the silver dial slowly till a station came in clear, and for one small shining moment I could almost feel her near. My mother kept the radio on through the worry and the rain, made a four-room house feel bigger, made the hard years breathe again. Now when evening gets too quiet and I feel the old days gone, I make coffee, crack the window, and I keep the radio on. My mother kept the radio on, soft enough to hear life move. Somewhere in the kitchen light now, I still hear her humming too. 3 quarters in the jar there, by the flour and the salt. 1 for coffee, 1 for laundry, 1 for anything that broke. We would drop our change in Fridays, hear it rattle through the glass, like a tiny little promise that the hard week wouldn't last. We were never good at saving, we were always short somehow, but we learned to make a little feel like more than enough. 3 quarters in the jar, and $1 in my shoe, half a tank to make it Monday, and a little faith in you. We had bills across the table, we had rain beneath the door, but 3 quarters in the jar made us feel like we had more. You would count them after supper, with your elbows on the chair, say we're richer than we look, babe. Then you'd smile and toss back your hair. Sometimes we'd bought Sunday peaches, sometimes gas to get to work. Once we spent it all on ice cream, just because the week had hurt. We were learning how to live then, without waiting to be free, finding little bits of heaven and what little we could keep. 3 quarters in the jar, and $1 in my shoe. Half a tank to make it Monday, and a little faith in you. We had bills across the table, we had rain beneath the door, but 3/4 in the jar made us feel like we had more. Years went by and things got easier. There was money in the bank, there were newer cars and better rooms, and cards instead of change. But I found that jar last winter in a box beneath the stairs, and I swear I heard your laughter when I shook those quarters there. 3/4 in the jar, 3/4 in the jar, still a little worn and bright, still enough to bring me back there, to those long and hopeful nights. We had nothing worth displaying, but we knew what love was for. And 3/4 in the jar made a poor man feel like more. 3/4 in the jar there, still together after years. Funny how the smallest fortune can outlive the biggest fears. Someone moved the kitchen table closer to the window pane, left a pale square on the floorboards where it must have stood for years. There were scratches by the doorway from the chairs we dragged around, and a little mark from Christmas when my brother knocked one down. I stood there with my coat on, like a stranger in the room. Funny how a few small inches can tell you everything is moved. Someone moved the kitchen table, and the whole house felt brand new. Morning felt a different way there. Nothing looked the way I knew. Same old walls and same old pictures, same clock ticking where it stayed. Someone moved the kitchen table, and I felt the passing days. Mama used to sort the coupons by the sugar bowl at night. Daddy fixed his reading glasses underneath that yellow light. did homework at the corner. We ate supper 5:30. Never thought a wooden table could hold so much of a life. I spent years trying to leave there, swore I'd never turn around. Now I'd give almost anything for one more evening in that house. Someone moved the kitchen table, and the whole house felt brand new. Morning felt a different way there. Nothing looked the way I knew. Same old walls and same old pictures, same clock ticking where it stayed. Someone moved the kitchen table, and I felt the passing days. My sister said it gets more sunlight, Mama likes it better here. Then she wiped the dust behind it like she'd done 1,000 years. I just smiled and helped her carry 2 old chairs across the room. Sometimes love is making space for what is coming into view. Someone moved the kitchen table. Now the sunlight fills the grain. Coffee shines across the surface like a little summer rain. Same old walls and same old pictures, but I see them differently. Someone moved the kitchen table. Maybe something moved in me. Someone moved the kitchen table, closer to the morning light. Ooh, some things change without a warning, and somehow still turn out alright. Your name on an old work shirt, found your name on an old work shirt in a box beneath the stairs. Blue thread fading near the collar, dust and daylight everywhere. You had written it one morning, so I'd know which one was mine. Back when every shirt looked just the same, hanging on that factory line. I ran my fingers through the letters like the years were stitched in there. Funny how little handwriting can bring back the life we shared. Your name on an old work shirt, still as soft as summer rain, takes me back to early mornings when you call me by that name. We had coffee there by the stove, hair still falling on your shoulders, bare feet on the kitchen floor. You would pack 2 ham sandwiches, slip an apple in the sack, then write something on a napkin just to make me hurry back. We were tired and short on money, but the house was warm at night. There are things you never call a blessing till they're gone from sight. Your name on an old work shirt, still as soft as summer rain, takes me back to early mornings when you called me by that name. We had coffee in a thermos, we had more hope than we earned. Now I hold a whole life in my hands, your name on an old work shirt. That old mill is weeds and windows, nothing moves behind the gate. Most of the men I knew have scattered, some moved on and some passed away. But I swear I hear you laughing when the afternoon turns gold, like love can't hide in cotton and refuse to ever grow old. Your name on an old work shirt, faded blue but holding strong, takes me back to all those mornings I was sure would carry on. We had coffee in a thermos, we had little, we had worth, and I found a whole world waiting in your name on an old work shirt. Your name on an old work shirt, still there after all these years. Some things fade beneath the daylight, some stay close enough to hear. Coffee cooling by the window, morning leaning through the blinds, old truck coughing in the driveway, like it's got a worried mind. There's a button by the toaster from the shirt you wore in June, and the kitchen clock keeps turning like it never noticed you. I used to think the leaving would arrive with thunder loud, but some things disappear so softly, you don't miss them till they're gone. slow, while the coffee cools beside me, and the whole wide morning glows. Mrs. Carter waves from next door with her laundry on the line. Little Tommy rides his bicycle past the mailbox every time. There's a song low on the radio, one you used to hum off key. Funny how a simple melody can bring a whole room back to me. I used to fight the silence, try to fill it anyway. Now let it sit beside me till it has nothing left to say. Coffee cooling by the window, sunlight crawling on the floor. I still leave a little space there, like I did the night before. I ain't broken, I ain't bitter, I just move a little slow, while the coffee cools beside me, and the whole wide morning glows. Maybe healing ain't a highway, maybe it's a kitchen chair, maybe it's the sound of sparrows and realizing I'm still here. Maybe love don't stop existing just because it changed its form. Maybe every empty window still can hold a little warm coffee cooling by the window, daylight dancing on the floor. I don't leave that space for sorrow like I used to anymore. I ain't running, I ain't hiding, I just let the old wind blow, while the coffee cools beside me, and the whole wide morning glows. Coffee cooling by the window. One more day begins to show. I take one breath and keep on living, while the whole wide morning glows. Friday night at the car wash, quarter moon above the town. Billy had his Chevy shining, with the windows halfway down. Jenny worked the little pay booth, hair tied up with a red band. I was feeding corns to number 4, with a cold drink in my hand. Radio was softly some old song we almost knew, and the summer air was moving like it had somewhere to go. Friday night at the car wash, water dancing in the light, soap and laughter on the pavement. Everything felt right. We had $5 till the weekend, and no reason to go home. Friday night at the car wash made a small town feel like gold. Tommy brought his brother's pickup, mud still hanging from the wheels. Said he'd take it down to Jackson if the old transmission healed. Jenny leaned across the counter, said she might get out someday. Then she smiled and changed the subject as the spray guns washed away. We were young enough to wander, old enough to need a break, finding little bits of freedom in the hours we could take. Friday night at the car wash, water dancing in the light, soap and laughter on the pavement. Everything felt right. We had $5 till the weekend, and no reason to go home. Friday night at the car wash made a small town feel like gold. Now the pay booth's been replaced there, and the old bay's close at 10. Billy moved somewhere in Texas. I don't hear from Jenny now and then, but when summer rain hits blacktop and the street lights start to glow, I can hear those hoses singing from a Friday long ago. Friday night at the car wash, water shining in the light, young hearts leaning on the fenders, trying to outrun the night. We had $5 till the weekend, but it felt like all we owned. Friday night at the car wash made a small town feel like home. Friday night at the car wash, radio fading soft and low. Some nights never really leave you, no matter where you go. steps after summer rain, shining under evening light. Screen door moving with the cool wind, crickets waking up the night. There's a towel across the railing, there are work shoes by the door, and the smell of wet magnolia drifting up across the porch. I can hear the gutters dripping, I can hear the highway hum. Some nights ask for nothing from you but to stay where you have come. Porch steps after summer rain, bare feet resting on the wood, whole town breathing a little slower, like the whole world finally could. I got nowhere, I need to hurry, nothing I need to explain, just a chair and a little mercy on the porch steps after rain. Mrs. Taylor shuts her curtains, someone's dog runs down the lane. Little league lights across the field there flicker through the mist again. I can smell the neighbor's supper, hear a screen door slam and swing. Funny how an ordinary evening can feel like everything. I spent years chasing tomorrow, like today was in the way. Now I know a life can find you in the middle of a quiet day. Porch steps after summer rain, resting on the wood, whole town breathing a little slower, like the whole world finally could. I got nowhere, I need to hurry, nothing I need to explain, just a chair and a little mercy on the porch steps after rain. I remember you beside me with your hair still damp and curled. You said maybe we got lucky not getting everything in this world. I was young and barely listening, now I know just what you meant. Some of life's most perfect moments never cost a single cent. Porch steps after summer rain, moonlight settling on the wood, whole town breathing a little slower, and for once, so am I too. I got nowhere, I need to hurry, no old sorrow left to blame, just this heart and a little heaven on the porch steps after rain. Porch steps after summer rain, night wind moving soft and slow. Sometimes peace is just a place you were too busy then to know. turned yellow through the rain. Earl was stacking empty glasses. June was counting out the change. There were two men by the jukebox, talking low about the game, and a woman near the window, drawing circles by her name. I had nowhere I was going, nothing waiting down the road. So I let another old song take the weight I couldn't hold. The last light at Miller's bar stayed on after midnight fell. For the ones who miss somebody, for the ones who couldn't tell. There was mercy in the quiet, there was comfort in the dark. Underneath the last light burning at old Miller's bar, June said, "Haven't seen you lately." I said, "Work's been running long." She just smiled and filled my coffee, like she knew that wasn't all. Earl turned down the old jukebox when the weather report came through. Then the whole room leaned to listen, like lonely people sometimes do. Everybody had a story, nobody told the whole thing there. But sometimes being near a stranger makes a hard night easier to bear. The last light at Miller's bar stayed on after midnight fell. For the ones who miss somebody, for the ones who couldn't tell. There was mercy in the quiet, there was comfort in the dark. Underneath the last light burning at old Miller's bar. Around 1:30, rain stopped falling. Earl unlocked the old front door. Cool air rolled across the tables, washed the smoke out toward the road. I looked back before I left there, saw June waving from inside. Funny how one little light can help a tired man through the night. The last light at Miller's bar still was shining when I turned. For the ones still finding reasons, for the hearts that slowly learn. There was mercy in the quiet, there was hope beneath the dark. Underneath the last light burning at old Miller's bar. The last light at Miller's bar faded small behind my car. Some nights all a man is needing There's one light left on in the dark. Left the dishes in the sink there, left my boots beside the chair, pulled the curtains tight at midnight, like the dark was safer there. I had spent the whole week wondering how a good thing slipped away. Then a line of gold found the floorboards, and morning came through anyway. I thought sorrow stopped the seasons, I thought her could hold back time, but the sparrows kept on singing, and the sun ignored my mind. Morning came through anyway, through the cracks and through the blinds. Touched the cup beside the window, warmed the photographs with light. I was sure the world had ended, I had nothing left to say, kept turning blue, and morning came through anyway. Mrs. Bell was sweeping sidewalks, someone started up a truck. Kids were running for the school bus, one boy nearly missed his lunch. There was bacon from the diner, there was rain still in the lane, and a dog asleep beneath the mailbox, like the world had stayed the same. Maybe healing isn't thunder, maybe no one hears it start, maybe life just keeps on knocking till you open up your heart. Morning came through anyway, through the cracks and through the blinds. Touched the cup beside the window, warm the photographs with light. I was sure the world had ended, I had nothing left to say, but the sky kept turning blue, and morning came through anyway. So I opened up the window, let the cool air cross the room, put the old coat in the closet, moved the chair and swept the broom, made a fresh pie on the counter, called my brother just to say, I don't know what comes tomorrow, but I think I'm fine today. Morning came through anyway, filled the hallway, filled my eyes, found the parts of me still living I had buried in the night. I won't say the hurt is over, I won't say I'm not afraid, but I stood there sunlight, and morning came through anyway. Morning came through anyway. Soft and steady, warm and slow. I took one breath beside the window and let another day